Okay, so if there's anything on your mind, you think maybe yourself.
You know, I need to tell him, right? I need to stop beating around the bush. I don't like. Okay, yeah, I get that the cops have to withhold information so that way they don't, mess up the investigation. But bro, just tell him, like, bro, lady seeing you beating your meat on the train. Do you want to own up to it or not? Like, god damn, it's that simple.
On September 23, 2023, a report came into the Metro Transit Authority about a man jerking it on the bus. Allegedly, this perv tried to force a woman to sit next to him while he cranked one out. Fortunately, the woman got away and even managed to film the happy ending. I won't show you that, but mainly because I don't want to see that or get demonetized. Although I'm sure there's at least one sicko in the audience who might be into that kind of stuff. Gross.
Doing okay? Also, Big Metro Police, man. I just want to talk to you about something when it happened on the train, man.
Yeah.
You get into anything with like a Hispanic lady or something?
No.
No. Okay. You just matched the description of somebody, man. You mind if I get your ID real quick?
Well, I don't know about you. My name's Stefan David.
Okay. I'll just get your name and date of birth and stuff. What's your last name, sir?
It's Stefan David.
Davis.
S-T-F-O-N.
S-T-E.
F-O-N.
Oh, Stefan?
Yes.
Okay, what's your date of birth, sir? Cool. Do you have any weapons on you, sir?
Hello?
Cool. Mind if I pat you down real quick?
No, I don't.
Just turn around real quick. Let's pat you down real quick, bro. Appreciate it, man. Cool. Alright, just lean against the front of the car, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Actually, you know what? Hey, go ahead, put that out for me real quick. We're just gonna put you in cuffs right now, just until we get everything figured out. All right, for 15, 1 to 10.
Some more information. Not to say if it ends up being you, you might be right. It's okay. But limited information I have, I know enough to. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I'm grown. I'm a man. Well, if you had to guess.
So you was beating your meat. You was beating your meat in public.
That's your platform train, right?
Okay, well.
Got the cameras.
Okay.
So if there's anything on your mind, you think maybe yourself.
Y'all need to tell him, right? I need to stop beating around the bush. I don't like. Okay, yeah, I get that the cops have to withhold information so that way they don't, mess up the investigation. But bro, just tell him, like, bro, lady seeing you beating your meat on the train. Do you want to own up to it or not? Like, god damn, it's that simple. It's not.
Well, I'm worried. Let me now. Well, it's 2-way street on some dog shit,
After haggling for a bit, the female victim swung by in a cop car to identify the suspect. If you look closely, you can see the cop car creeping up in the background.
¿Sí puedes decir si es el muchacho? Sí es, okay. 3536, she confirmed.
Well, you heard it. She confirmed. Looks like you're off to jail. Stefan Davis was arrested on 1 felony count of possession of a controlled substance and 1 misdemeanor case of indecent exposure. If convicted, he could face up to 2 years behind bars. Davis has been previously arrested for unauthorized use of a vehicle, burglary, continuous violence against the family, evading arrest, prostitution, assault, and a litany of other smaller charges. Who's surprised?
Wow.
Cheers. Got some more anyway, brother. Yeah. There, baby. There, baby.
Wow.
Got a minimum we got to that.
Same thing as last time. You can just take the cuffs with you.
I just found this video, right? 6 years ago, when I first started doing YouTube. Like, this was like legitimately the first ever YouTube video that I ever done. All right, let's check this out. What's up, everyone? So this morning I woke up with a lot of mucus in my throat. I have as well. But it's really weird for me to do this, so I decided to make this video just showing you guys kind of juice. Look how short my hair is. Coats the cayenne pepper better when it goes down your
She's
throat.
long now, man. Look,
get a little
guys, look how far I came. Like, look how long my hair is, bro. Crazy. Crazy. Look at your boy. Dang, that's crazy. And my hair turned brown. That's wild. Like, my hair is actually black, but it turned brown. Dang, crazy.
See, so here's my cayenne pepper.
This was 6 years ago, by the way.
Shake about a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Usually it's about two little shakes right there, and you just drink it all down. Now, you shouldn't feel any burning sensation because it doesn't burn at all. Especially if you're using orange juice, it's not gonna hurt you. But what you will notice that in about 5 minutes, you're gonna start to cough, maybe sneeze because of the cayenne pepper is actually going down your
Facts,
throat.
man. Facts. Your boy been doing, bro.
All that mucus.
Your boy been vegan for 6 years. This was 6 years ago. All right. If I tell y'all to do something, I mean do it. Cause I've been there. I've been there since this. Boy, since a youngin'. All right. Come on, man.
Just build up overnight. So that's all you gotta do. If you want to do it twice, you can.
That's all you gotta do.
One time works good for me.
You can do it twice,
I'm good
3
to go right
times.
now. No more mucus in my throat.
Hey.
Hey, if you run off, I'm calling the police. If you run off, I'm calling the police.
Bro, that's so crazy, man. I was like, whoa, what? Bank robber drives 30 hours to meet a minor. What the hell?
You don't have to run off. I just want to talk to you and find out what the you're doing, bro. We got your plate number. We saw you hiding out over there. I know where you live. I know I'm recording for your safety and mine, so try not to come so close. Damn, you're tall.
All right, can I go now?
Yeah, if you want to go, I got to call the police.
What?
I want to go over some of these messages and find out you drove 30 hours to meet a 13-year-old, bro. You knew it was coming? What are you doing driving so far? There's just people with me. We're recording for your safety. Just so you know, my name's Tommy. I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. We do this. We hunt pedophiles across the United States. I don't call the police on every single person.
Man,
right?
it's clickbait.
I'm just telling you, I don't.
Clickbait.
The people I call the police on are the people that run and take off, like you just tried to do. But you did stop, so I'm here and I'm willing to talk to you. But I do want a few minutes with you. Considering you drove 30 hours, I do want to go over some of these chat logs, okay?
30 hours?
Who are you here to meet, man?
A girl.
How old is that girl?
She told me that she was 18.
But, buddy, I have every message. You told her to please say you were 18. Remember that? Remember that?
Okay, I'm also going to meet other people.
So you got other people you're going to meet at the same time down here in Colorado?
No.
Not in Colorado. Did you come strictly here for a 13-year-old?
No.
I mean, to this part, this apartment. What were you going to do with this? 30 hours is on the way?
There's other people trying to meet. I have other things going on. I'm really sorry.
But your plans were to meet and for the 13-year-old.
I don't.
I get you're sorry, man. I want to.
Let's start with the bad and slowly work our way towards the stuff of nightmares. Number 10, the Rat Dungeon. If you were alive in London, England during the medieval period, you would have definitely heard about the Rat Dungeon, since this punishment struck paralyzing fear into the hearts of even the most hardened criminals. This was a cell that was located at the bottom of the London Tower, where prisoners were shackled and chained in complete darkness. But here's the thing, the dungeon was connected to the nearby river and just below the river's waterline, so that when the water levels rose, all the rats that lived along the riverbed would be pushed out of their shelters and forced to swim downstream. This would of course lead the hungry and angry rats towards the entrance of the dungeon, where they would then come face to face with the prisoner. But to the unlucky prisoner, he never actually saw anything, and all he would hear were the soft scurries of the rats' feet entering the dungeon. And in a matter of minutes, these soft noises were in the hundreds and all around him.
God.
These angry and aggressive rats would then begin to take small bites from the prisoner, who had no way of defending himself. Now, he might be able to shake the rats off for a few hours, but eventually the prisoner would pass out from pure exhaustion. And while he slept, the rats would continue to take bites from his flesh. Eventually, when he would wake up, he would discover hundreds of bites throughout his entire body. But it didn't stop there. The prisoner was left here for days or weeks on end, depending on his crime. But towards the end of the medieval period, this form of punishment just got more and more deranged, eventually becoming a form of execution, where prisoners would just be thrown in the dungeon and forgotten about. Number 9. The rack. This was yet another punishment that took place in the London Tower. The rack was a torture device that was used in many places throughout history. This form of punishment was originally designed for getting a confession, usually from criminals, slaves, or prisoners of war. The device looked like a large ladder, but instead of secure steps, they would actually rotate like a rolling pin. You see, when a prisoner was placed on the rack, he would have his feet and wrists tied to a ratchet pulley system, where 2 legal officials would slowly tighten the ropes and locking them in place, placing an increasing amount of strain on the prisoner's shoulders, hips, knees, and elbows with every single turn. This was all done to get information, but of course, a lot of the times the truth was not accepted as reality, and the prisoner would then begin to say whatever he believed the officials wanted to hear. Sometimes it would work and the prisoners would be let go, while other times they would be tortured even more for lying. When the whole ordeal was over, prisoners were usually released with dislocated joints, but oftentimes they were left completely paralyzed. That was the case in England in 1447 when a 25-year-old girl named Anne Askew would be tortured on the rack for hours and hours on end and left completely paralyzed after all her joints were dislocated. She was then carried on a chair and burned alive at the stake. All this because she read and memorized scriptures from the Bible, which she preached in private to a small group of women, which were the exact women she refused to name and expose during her torture. You see, during this time period, if you followed any religion other than the Catholic Church, you better not say a word to anybody, including your own husband, which was the person that turned her in. Number 8. Keel hauling. This brutal punishment was carried out at sea on sailors who would steal or be violent towards others and would usually result in death. Keel hauling would start with a sailor having his arms tied with a rope, then looped around the entire circumference of the ship before being tied off to his feet. The sailor would then be thrown overboard while the group of men on board pulled on the rope to slowly drag him around the outside of the ship, including over the keel, which is how this punishment gets its name. But a lot of the times, the sailor wouldn't even have to worry about it, since they were dead before they ever reached it. Kinda just depends on how hard the guys on the rope feel like working that day. Not only would the sailors be drowning and getting their backs and necks broken on the keel, they were also getting sliced apart like a cheese grater by all the sharp barnacles on the outside of the ship. But if by some miracle a sailor actually happens to make it all the way around the ship without dying, one of 3 things will happen. 1. He would be sent for round 2, and for sure be dead by then. 2. Be freed and allowed back on the ship, where he would then slowly die to infections. Or 3. Live the rest of his life single and being made fun of, since he was now fully covered in scars from head to toe. Number 7. Crushed by elephants. Now we are getting to the part of the list where
this is fucking dumb. I can't. Alright, man. Peace.